Let's start today's little reflection with a brief geography lesson. The Holy Land, where of course Jesus spent 33 years of his life on this earth, was divided into three main sections. First of all, you had Jerusalem up, they say up even though they were in the south because they were up a high mountain. In the north was Galilee. They were the country folks. But between Galilee and Judea, or Jerusalem, you had Samaria. And I say that because today's gospel reading has the disciples going ahead of Jesus, getting things ready up towards the Jerusalem area. And they had to go through Samaria. And when they were going through Samaria, they were treated badly. So when Jesus comes, they say to him, let's wipe them out, call down thunder, lightning from God and destroy them. And Jesus simply says, let them be. Let them be. So that's one way you can deal with loving your neighbor, because that's what St. Paul says to his friends in today's second reading. He says, love your neighbor as you love yourself. And he said it because they were treating each other badly. And so one way to deal with your neighbor, even the ones you don't like, is just let them be. But another time, Jesus gave us another example how to deal with your neighbor. Try to find good things about them. He told us the story of the Good Samaritan. Beautiful story of how the Samaritan, the one that was hated by the Jews, and again, they hated each other because the Samaritans had been Jewish and they floated away and they did bad things. So the Jews and the Samaritans really didn't like each other. So he tells us the story of the Good Samaritan. Another way of dealing with people you don't like. Try to find something good about them. Another time, of course, with the 10 lepers. He heals the lepers from a distance. One comes back, and that guy was a Samaritan. And so, you don't have to be always close to them. You can just sort of deal with them at a little distance. But then, intimately, Jesus comes to the well, and here comes the Samaritan woman. The Samaritan woman who had been married 5 times, and Jesus offers her a very real part of himself. He says, if you believe in me, if you come to me, you're going to get living water that's going to allow you to live forever. And so when Paul said to his friends way back there, love your neighbor, they had the same problems we have. We don't always like people that are around us. So you don't have to be negative and always knocking them down or calling down lightning from from heavens to destroy them. You can try to find something nice about them. You can deal with them from a distance. Or someday maybe even you can get right next to them and say, I got something to offer you. A thought, an idea, a resource, anything at all to help us understand what it means to love your neighbor. It's not always easy. But Jesus gave us different ways of loving our neighbor and some good things to think about. So God bless those we love. God bless those neighbors of ours that we don't particularly love. And God bless those immigrants and the refugees and the people who we don't even know much about. Because God loves them all. Loves them all.